The star sapphire took quite the effort to obtain, worthy of being a great adventure in of itself. But it's not why I came all the way to the northwest from Chondath. I was to observe, intervene, and aid the city of Neverwinter. Right now, that means gathering the words of power for the city before Maugrim and the creator race get their hands on them. I do not know what will exactly happen should we fail, but I know enough to imagine a world returning to the way it was under the creator race millennia ago, where we were their slaves and they had ultimate power over Toril. I had the impression that it was normal for humans to be killed and mistreated on a whim from these lizard creatures, the same for several other races that were used as slaves. We were a poor, wretched group of creatures that the creator races believed to be more animal than intelligent. There was no law for us, only for them. We were expendable, all of which goes against my very nature. I don't want to contemplate such a dark future for our world. Let it be relegated to the past. On a brighter note, I did, however, get quite the amount of gold from the star sapphire. Not a king's ransom, but something still good enough to make the effort to get it. Now it is my time to go into the snow globe, as odd as that sounds. This is supposedly a powerful artifact. The people I see, the tiny little people I can make out inside the snow globe, are battling one another for whatever reason, and I cannot help but wonder, just what am I getting into now? So long as I can leave this thing, that is all that really matters. The idea of being trapped inside what looks like a toy isn't very appealing, but I am here on the Dark Lady's behalf, and that means I must do my duty without hesitation. There is a word of power in there somewhere. Into this thing I must go. Here I am, about to take the plunge into what seems to be an artifact that's a snow globe. As I already went through it, I don't have a choice. I need the words of power. Apparently there's one inside of here. Small group of dwarves are being attacked by dryads. Let's go see this for ourselves. And hopefully the Dark Lady will allow me to exit this place. Looks like a regular place to me. It is snowing though, just like the snow globe would show you. There's a dryad and a dwarf. I guess we help the dwarf. Death to the bearded ones and their allies! Alright, dwarf. I want answers. I'll crush your skull like an egg on me anvil. Are you talking to me? We don't see many strangers around here, but you ain't attacking me on sight like them dryads. So I guess there ain't no harm in talking to you. Why are the dryads fighting you? We're not for no one. Not really, at any rate. Them dryads is crazed. Kill them 1,000 times and they just keep coming back for more. Oh, isn't that great? I want to ask you some questions. If you got questions, you really should speak to Hod. He's our leader of our clan in our war with these damn immortal dryads. What is this place? How can this world exist inside a snow globe? I ain't trying to be rude, but you're talking as daft as the dryads. I don't know nothing about no snow globe, but this place is home. Huh? Really? I see that answer don't help you much. Maybe Hod's the one you should be talking to for your answers. He be the leader of our clan for this entire war against them immortal dryads. Where can I find Hod? Hod be in the northwestern area of this region. He'll not be hard to find, for sure. Just be careful in the northeast. There be the home of them immortal dryads. Who are you? So what are you doing in this place? We be dwarves of Hod's clan. That much is true and simple. And we do what Hod tells us. Mostly that means fighting them battle-raged dryads. That doesn't help me much. Do you know anything more about the Dryads? The leaf lovers ain't sane, that much I know. Every tree hugger you meet's an enemy. If you see 'em, best hope they don't see you, or you're in for a fight. Alright then. I think we'll go. Farewell. Travel safely while you're in these parts. Danger be all around. Dwarf doesn't know he's in the snow globe. That's, a little disconcerting, actually. Either they're crazy, they've lost their minds. I don't know. What is the other option? The northeast, that's where these Dryads are. Crush your skull like an egg on the anvil. Die, you tree huggers. We don't see much strangers around here, but you ain't attacking us. Yeah, I talked to the other dwarf. I think I'll go now. Farewell. Travel safely in these parts. Maybe we should go the other way. Perhaps I'll be quested to kill the Dryads. Maybe there's something that I can do that these dwarves cannot. Or maybe these dwarves are part of the world, this artificial world, and don't know any better. Just like the Dryads. But why they'd be locked in eternal battle is... I wonder if I can just use this to go back. Curious. Oh, thank the gods. Well, the fact that nobody inside the snow globe has done that tells me that they can't. Otherwise they'd be coming and going, or they all would have left by now. I think the dwarves are part of this world. Meaning... this copy of a world. They're no better than the Dryads themselves. Are you Hod?
Me name be Hod, leader of this dwarven clan. We don't see your kind round here much, but at least you ain't attacking us on sight like them crazed Dryads.
Is there something I can help you with? Why are the Dryads at war with you? The leaf lovers cannot be reasoned with. They're mad, I tell you. They attack us on sight, unleashing their fey magic upon me and me kin. And yet in me heart I wonder if the Dryads are the only ones to blame. I don't speak of it with me kin, but sometimes things are strange, like I'd be having a dream or a nightmare. In me visions I see Dryads slain and their trees chopped down by me own kin's axes. Aye, 'tis enough to make me wonder if we dwarves have ever fallen under the same strange madness as the tree huggers. Have you always been at war with the Dryads? Nay, I think once it were different, long ago, though it be hard to recall naught but bloodshed. There be strange images haunting me dreams of dwarf and Dryad standing shoulder to shoulder. I see another time when me kin and the leaf lovers were both served a terrible master, slaves to a faceless shadow of evil. But the memories be dark as shadows in the heart of a mine. Maybe me thoughts is not even real. Aye, truly seems my kin has always been at war with the Dryads. I want to ask you some questions. So be it. The wisdom of me and my clan is yours for the taking, though I don't know how much beyond this endless war with them damn immortal tree huggers. Why do you think they're immortal? What do you mean by that? You can never end a war when the dead keep coming back. The Dryads are reborn after every death, just as me own kin come back time after time. This is like being in one of the hells. The spells of the Dryads have ended me own life too many times to count, yet every time I reappear here, risen, healed, and ready to battle and die all over again. You are immortal. You get to live forever. Me kin be no cowards, but a never-ending war be a terrible fate. Let tortures and agonies of the Dryad's magic be visited upon our souls with every death and rebirth. I cannot say how we came to be like this. This life be wrong and unnatural, but we know no other way. War, death, rebirth. There be no escape for us. You don't have to find some ways of eating and sleeping and you just fight constantly. That would be hell. Let's ask some more questions. So, why are the Dryads at war with you? The Leaf Delvers cannot be reasoned with. They're mad, I tell you. They attack us upon sight, unleashing their fey magics upon me and McKinn. So what is this place? How can this world exist inside a snow globe? Snow globe? Ah, you're talking daft. The world is the world, right enough. There be nothing more to it than that. And the way of the world is war. A never-ending war with the tree huggers and their fell magic. Ugh. I guess I have to get to the bottom of this. I think I'll go now. Farewell. Aye, and good luck to you. Mind yourself, as you never know where those Dryads may be lurking. Pointless existence. The immortality is nice, but not if I have to do something like this. Maybe a point when you just wish for your own death. For it all to come to an end. What is this? I don't know what that is. I can't interact with it. Keep it in mind, though. Maybe it's part of the answer for this place. We just need more clues. Okay, well, let's go south here. There's a middle part to this little world. In truth, it doesn't sound much different than living a life like a lich. There's no pleasures in life. You don't get to eat. You don't even get to sleep. You just exist. And all you do is fight with your existence. Seems pointless to me. There's a cave. Let's go to the northeast. We'll kill some Dryads, I'm sure. And they'll come back somehow.
Blood and glory!
This one is tougher than the others.
Leave me, foul creature.
Only the Dryads shall survive. They really are coming back.
Leave me, foul creature.
Maybe we should go. They'll never stop. Let's get out of here. We were warned. Tommy. Let my shadow stay and get killed.
Leave me, foul creature.
Down to the cave. Okay. Well, some followed us. Might as well kill these.
Leave me, foul creature.
Ugh.
Leave me, foul creature. I will not be foul creature.
Well, if we kill them,
Foul creature.
they can't even seem to touch my shadow. Only the Dryads shall survive.
Leave me, foul creature.
As long as more of them don't come, we're okay. Death to the bearded ones and their allies.
I love this part!
Sort of funny in a way. Okay. I don't know whose skulls these are. It seems like a ogre or troll might be here. Maybe clan of orcs? No one's mentioned any other people besides the dwarves and the dryads, though. This chest is clearly trapped. Come on. Broken amulet of the ages. What's that about? A hairline crack runs through the center of this amulet, and the only flaw in its otherwise perfect construction. On one side are inscribed strange symbols from a long-forgotten language, and on the other is an engraving of a dryad's tree with a dwarven hammer. That's interesting. Perhaps they were one at one point. Arwell's journal. Hod's journal. These are the leaders of the dwarves and the dryads. Okay, let's read Arwell's. This is the journal of Arwell, leader of the Snow Globe Dryads. The Snow Globe. The final entry is of particular interest. The dwarves fell upon us yet again. Their savagery was terrifying, but at last I and my sisters managed to drive them off. How many times was I slain in that battle, only to be reborn and slain yet again? Does it even matter anymore? War, death, rebirth, the cycle never ends. In my dreams there are visions of a different world. I see dwarf and dryad working together, allied against a common and terrible foe in a bid to escape this pointless existence. And I remember the whisper of a powerful talisman, a tool to free both dryads and dwarves, the amulet of ages. I wonder if that's what I picked up. Is this a beautiful memory of a time long forgotten, or a promise of hope for the future? If we could only speak with the dwarves and make them understand. But they are mad with bloodlust and attack us on sight. I fear this gruesome cycle will continue forever, and this brutal existence will never end. What is that? I heard something in the water over there. This is one of the oddest places I've ever been to in my life. Hod's journal. This is the journal of Hod, leader of the Snow Globe Dwarves. The final entry is of particular interest. The dryads came at us again, using their foul magic. The fighting was bloody fierce, but at last we drove the tree huggers back. How many times did I die in that battle, only to be reborn and slain again? Does it even matter anymore? Fighting, death, rebirth, fighting. It never ends. Sometimes in my dreams I see a different world. This is almost the exact copy of what she said. I see dwarf and dryad working together, allied against a common and terrible foe in a bid to escape this pointless existence. And I remember the fading echoes of a powerful talisman, a tool to free both them dryads and we dwarves, the amulet of ages. It is a memory of a time lost, or a hope for the future. If the dryads would only listen to reason, then maybe. But they are mad and attack us on sight. The fighting will never end, and this pointless existence will continue forever. It's like they are literally a mirror of each other. Maybe not in looks, but in terms of behavior and thinking, they certainly seem to be. That's a dragon. Maybe this is what's holding them here. Well, let's see what we can do. Dragon?
You are not one of my slaves. It is strange for me to see one who does not cower and flee in terror at my presence. I find your courage intriguing. Visitors are a great curiosity in my world, so I will forgive your intrusion. Tell me, puny one, why have you come to my realm?
I am of oldest tall. I am searching for the words of power. Your name means nothing to me, male. I have been too long absent from your world, but the word of power, that is something with which I am very familiar. There was a time when I would have snuffed out your existence for daring to even mention the word in my presence, but centuries of solitude have cooled the passions of my icy blood. I can tell you of this word of power if you wish, though its magic is far greater than anything your trivial intellect will be able to comprehend. Yes, tell me about the word of power. The word is an ancient magic, fashioned by the creator race that ruled the north before the time of manlings. Even I was not yet hatched when they vanished from the world. I was able to harness the magic of the word, using it to shape this realm, to give eternal life to my slaves, and to make my own body immortal. Where's the word now? The magic of the word sustains this realm and my own existence. It is never far from me. More than this I will not tell you. The word is mine, and you shall never have it. Is there nothing I can offer in exchange for the word? Can you offer immortality? The word sustains me. It is life itself. There is nothing you can offer in trade, mortal. I don't see us having a choice here but to fight this thing. Let me explore the area first. I want to ask you something else. I will grant your requests, Beauty One. Ask your questions, and I shall share my infinite wisdom with you as I see fit. Who are you? Long ago I was known as Mafalno Seekendanar in the old language. There was a time when I was known as Winterfang in the tongues of the manlings. But these names mean nothing now. They are forgotten and vanished from your world, as am I. Now, I am the master, the builder, the creator. This realm is mine, and within it all bow down to me. How did you end up inside this snow globe? I am ancient beyond comprehension, even by the reckoning of my dragonkin. We worms are not immortal, though it may seem so to a short-lived creature such as you. When I first felt the fingers of enfeeblement creeping through my flesh, I vowed I would not sit idly by to await my inevitable end. I created this world for myself. It is a haven where I am safe from the ravages of time. What is this place? How does this world exist inside of a snow globe? I cannot even begin to explain the magics I use to create this realm to a creature so pitiful as you. Suffice to say, this realm is mine, created using the ancient magic of the creator race bound in the word of power. Now we get to it, the creator race. I should go now. Then I give you permission to take leave of my presence, small one. The creator race is the ones that created the word of power, and now they're seeking it again. Either the word of power is on the dragon, or it's nearby, like in a chest like this. And they may attack if we try opening it.
No can do.
What, you can't?
No can do.
Why the hells? Maybe the key is on the dragon, I don't know. Maybe I can speak to the dwarves and the dryads. Maybe I can show them this book. See this amulet. Dwarves and dryads seem to have used this broken amulet of the ages, and the book mentions something about that. Powerful talisman, a tool to free both dryad and dwarves, the amulet of ages. The dragon won't want to give up his... What kind of existence is this? So we must go to the dryads and the dwarves. Let's go to the dwarves first, since they at least are approachable. We seem to have made an enemy of the dryads, but I don't really care.
Here comes Halfling Death!
Odd.
Aye, me and the clan bid you greetings once more.
Is there something I can help you with? What do you make of this amulet? Aye, 'tis a pretty thing indeed, and it looks familiar, as if it were known to me long ago. You see the fancy writing on the back? An old and ancient tongue. Yet I can figure out the words, tree and forge united to overthrow the master. This amulet was forged to hold great magic, but you see how it be cracked now. Whatever magic it once had is long gone. Can you do anything to fix it? Aye, I suppose I could repair the crack, but it'd be simple enough for me to cast a mending spell on it for you. Stand back while I work me magic. There, the amulet be whole again, though it still be lacking the magic to make it a true artifact. Can you do anything to make it magic again? Me clan know the secrets of magic, aye, but only the power of fire, forge, hammer, and anvil. This amulet be forged to hold the power of tree and earth. My shadow's gone. The dryads have such power, right enough. They could craft it for ye, but the tree huggers be crazed. Ye be a fool if you try to speak to them, as they'll attack ye on sight. That be all I can tell you about your amulet, I'm afraid. I have questions. Alright, I think I'll go. What if it's just a simple thing of holding this amulet out to this... Oh, who's this? A dwarf now over here. I don't know. The dryads do attack on sight, but... Okay, we can use some more help. There's a green one over there, too. What's this? Harwell. Dryads are exquisitely beautiful tree sprites found deep in secluded woodlands. They sometimes aid adventurers and can prove a source of useful information. Not in this case. She's back already. Wait, how could she be back if she's...
Only the dragon! Leave me, foul creature.
Can't do anything.
Foul creature.
Let's get out of here. I was tempted to try fighting the dragon, and maybe that is the answer, I don't know. Maybe I have to take the amulet out. Let me look at it again. One side of this perfectly constructed amulet is strained. There's no power to it. I'm not sure what to do. I could try killing the dragon. For all I know, it will come right back too. It did say it is immortal, right? Well, that would be frustrating. Let me think about this. Remember how I rotated the snow globe? Perhaps, if I rotate it again, the dryads will speak to me.
Foul creature.
Which will be strange, because we're killing them, but what does it matter? They're coming back. None of them are dying. We, on the other hand, can die. It would be weird to be stuck, as I am forever. And the only way I die, or so, whenever I die, I come right back. Although I wouldn't complain about that, that would be immortality and I wouldn't be getting old. No one could ever defeat me. Right, let's go to the south. And I guess we'll go up the eastern part and to the north. I don't want to make an enemy of any of them. Either side, but it seems like one has to be an enemy. At least I can leave whenever I want. That is a good thing. Alright, use. Rotate. Enter. Oh, maybe the dwarves will be our enemies. Ah, yes. Death to all the dwarves! Death to all dwarves! This place is for the dryads! Oh, they come back right here. Let me speak to you, dryad. Do you not speak? Welcome, human friend. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only the dwarves, and they attack us on sight. I want to ask you some questions. I will do my best to help you, but if it is answers you seek, you must speak with Arwyl. She is the wisest of we dryads, and has been our leader throughout our war against the immortal dwarves. Do you know anything more about the dwarves? The bearded ones are enraged with battle lust. That is all you need to know of the dwarves. If you see them, you must flee for your life, or they will surely attempt to slay you. I see in your eyes my answers do little to satisfy you. Alright, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just like speaking to the dwarves. But from a sexy woman. Isn't this her? No. I was just here and they were all attacking me. Arwyl?
I am Arwyl, leader of the Dryads. I bid you welcome. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only the dwarves who attack us on sight.
For what reason have you sought me out, human one? Is there some boon you would ask of me? Why are the dwarves at war with you? The dwarves cannot be reasoned with. They slaughter my sisters and chop down our trees. It is as if they are possessed of a kind of madness. And yet sometimes I feel the dwarves are not solely to blame. I do not speak of this with my sisters, but there are times when things are not clear, as if I am in a dream or a nightmare. I have dark visions of me and my sisters unleashing our magic on the dwarves and reveling in the slaughter. I cannot help but wonder if we dryads do not sometimes succumb to the same bloodlust as our foe. Have you always been at war with the dwarves? I think not. Though it is hard to remember anything else, but within my mind there are fleeting images of a time long ago, when dwarf and dryad stood side by side. We were slaves to a terrible master, a monstrous creature of pure evil. Dwarf and nymph alike served this being, and together we dared stand against it. Maybe I can make that happen again. But the memories are clouded and unclear, a trembling reflection in a muddled pond. Perhaps they are not even real, for it seems as if our war with the dwarves has raged since the dawn of existence. What do you make of this amulet? This amulet looks familiar, as if I knew it once long ago. See the inscription on the back? It is written in an old and ancient tongue, yet I know not what the words say. Tree and forge united to overthrow the master. I sense that this amulet once held great power. The magic of nature itself was contained within. But the magic is now gone. The amulet is cold within my hand. Can you make it magic? Perhaps, yes. It is possible for me to restore the magic of tree and earth to this amulet. Prepare yourself. It is done. The amulet is whole again. Are you okay? Is something wrong? This amulet conjures strange visions in my mind, half-remembered images of a time long ago, when Dryad and Dwarf alike served terrible, cruel masters. Tell me more of this vision. I see a creature, cold as death, the master, and I see... It is unclear. I see the amulet. Yes, the amulet of ages, forged to slay the master and free us from this existence. I remember. We set out against the master, dwarves and dryads together, and... No, the memory is fading. The master was too strong. The amulet cracked. Its magic was lost, and... I'm sorry, the vision is gone. It as if some great spell has stripped the memories from my mind. I can tell you nothing more about the amulet or the master we once served. I'm sorry. Maybe I could free you from this master. The only release we seek is death. Perhaps if you could slay the master, we could find peace. But it may be the master is already dead. Even now, I cannot remember. Magic is too strong. I'm sorry, but the memories jarred by the amulet are gone. I cannot even recall the face of the master. I can tell you no more. Alright, I think I'll go now. Farewell. May the earth be ever soft beneath your feet, but travel with care, good man. Danger is ever present. What if I went and turned it back and now showed this to the dwarves, to Hod? Maybe if they both remember, they'll both come back united to fight the dragon, and this time I will help them. Let's go and turn the snow globe again. Well, I'd actually like to see if the dwarves are still hostile, which I assume them to be. And of course, there's no dwarf around here. Alright, let's go rotate it and go speak to Hod. Hod.
Aye, me and the clan bid you greetings once more.
Is there something I can help you with? Alright, the amulet. What do you make of it now? Aye, 'tis a pretty thing indeed, and it looks familiar, as if it were known to me long ago. You see the fancy writing on the back? Old and ancient tongue. Yet I can figure out the words, tree and forge united to overthrow the master. The amulet brings strange thoughts into me head. It stirs up dreams of ages past. I can see it now, a time when Dryad and Dwarf were allies against a brutal master. Tell me more of the vision. I see a beast, cold as heartless winter. The master and I see... 'tis all unclear. I see the amulet, the amulet of ages, forged to slay the master and free us from existence. Now I recall. Dwarves and dryads united against a common foe, and... Nay, 'tis fading. The master was too strong. The amulet cracked, its magic was lost, and... vision be gone. It's as if some foul magic has plucked the very memories from my mind. I cannot even see the face of the master anymore. Maybe I could free you from this master. The only release we seek is death. Maybe if you could slay the master, my clan could find peace. But could be the master already be dead. Even now I begin to forget. Nay, the magic is too strong. The memories your amulet woke within me mind be gone. The master of the amulet, there's nothing left I can tell you. Alright, farewell. Seems like it's up to me to fight this thing. Can I at least rest here? Alright, spider. Tomi. This is the only way to get the word of power. I was hoping to be able to get the dryads and the dwarves to assist me fighting this dragon. It would be the better option than going at it myself with my henchmen and my summoned creature. But that seems like I have no choice. It's not how I want it to happen. Ooh.
You must die.
Okay then. Have at it. Bark skin. Oh, he detected the Amulet of Ages on me. This artifact is warm beneath my touch and bears a weight far greater than its size might suggest. The symbols of an ancient tongue are inscribed on one side. Yes, I know about that. Maybe it has resist cold properties on it. Maybe that'll help me against the dragon. Alright then. Let's see. Bull strength. And finally, speed. Haste. There we go. Come on, Tommy! I'm resisting it. Tommy's feared. I need to get up. On my feet again.
Your end draws nigh. Pray, whatever gods you worship.
I can defeat it. The amulet has given me the power to resist its cold attacks. I just have to watch for its claws and knockdown. Yeah. Oh, it's angry, all right. Got it. Couldn't have done it without the amulet. But it might come back. It opens. Like the Dark Lady. The word of power. Even in its dormant state, the magic contained within this artifact is undeniable. The surface of this heavy stone tablet tingles with raw energy and untapped potential, and the face and back are inscribed with the strange runes of a long-forgotten alien tongue. The arcane symbols and unfamiliar glyphs pulsate and glow with a sinister inner light, bathing the entire stone in a warm reddish glow. One can only imagine the unfathomable power that will be unleashed when the magic of the word is fully awakened. A flail. $1,500 gold. Fire agate, gold ring, diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire, greenstone. I don't think the dragon's going to come back. So, light flail, just like the one I currently have. Didn't really help.
Why have you seized this word of power?
One of the creator...
Who do you serve?
It's one of the creator races. I am Ivaldis Tall. I serve the Lord's Alliance in the city of Neverwinter.
These names mean nothing to me.
Your
Your cities are young. Your history but a single page in the accounts of the world.
And you are a long dead race. What do you mean to me? Nothing. I just want you gone.
There is only one name that matters to me among your kind. Maugrim. Tell me, do you serve Maugrim?
Maugrim is the enemy of Neverwinter.
I see you speak the truth. This is good. Your enemies are mine as well.
Oh.
Maugrim must be stopped. He must not get the words of power.
So, you are not an enemy? I was about to... Thought I'd get into another fight in a second. I have answered your questions. Now tell me who you are.
My name is Hadralin, leader of the Word Slaves.
Word slaves.
This is but a projection of my truth. I am yet too far to aid you in this task. There is more I would tell you. My spell is fading. Find the words before Maugrim, or the world you know will not survive.
That much I already knew. Odd. Could it be an actual enemy of my foe, or is it someone trying to use me to its ends to take control? As usual, I'm highly suspicious of everyone. It's my nature to think this way. I don't trust that Hadrian. But I'm already doing what it said I need to be doing. Seeking out the words of power before Maugrim gets his hands on them. I don't know where that portal goes, but I am curious to know what's out here. If there is a world outside anymore. Maybe both dwarf and dryad.
Okay, dokie.
Huh. With the death of the guardian white dragon, the world within the snow globe has disappeared. I must exit through the portal.
Aye, it's done.
You opened it. Yet there is a world out here. But maybe there's no one left. I don't know. Maybe they all disappeared. What a pathetic fate. Yes. Pod's gone. There is no one out here. It's just an empty landscape with snow falling on it. Not that I'm sad, of course. They lived no lives of any productivity other than to battle each other, which, well, that's not productive. Pointless and meaningless existence. Well, let's use that portal out of here. The dragon is dead, and if I ever come across anything that uses frost magic, I've got ample protection now. So, yes, this is what I was doing anyways. The words of power must be found before Maugrim and his cult locates them and turn the ancient artifacts against Neverwinter. Though lost for 3 centuries, reports indicate that 3 of the words of power can be found in the lands near Bear Run as well. As the words are located, they should be brought back to Erengend at Bear Run as well, so they can be delivered to the safety of Castle Never. I guess that's where we go. It's the supply lines. Yeah, I'm supposed to get another head of an orc. Vath and Guzud. I thought I killed Vath, took his head. Well, there's the fate of the snow globe. What if they were all real people and they were summoned into the artifact and couldn't escape? But now that I've taken the word of power, they've had their freedom and returned to where they came from. Lillian.
Hey, I know you. You're one of them heroes Gent hired to find them words of power, right? Sure, that's you.
Ah, yes. You hashed to help me. That waitress cut me off. She says I'm drunk. She can't treat me like this. I'm Lillian Cambridge. Erengend wants my help to find them words of power. What can you tell me about the words of power? I used to have one of them words of power, you know. It was inside this pretty snow globe. But now some hero went and got it out, and snow globe is empty. Empty and all alone. I need another drink to get my spirits up. If you see bartender, tell him to bring me another bottle. This one's almost empty. Maybe you should stop drinking. I don't care. I don't really need her anymore, I don't think. But you never know. I may have to come back and ask her questions. Aaron Gend. Right here. And there he is.
You are back. Have you something to report?
Yes, I don't want to carry this with me. It's liable to attract a lot of attention. I have one of the words of power.
This is good news. And the gods know we have had precious little enough of that lately.
The gods know, do they?
With Erebeth at their head, the Luskan forces are winning victory after victory over the Lord's Alliance troops. And all the while, Maugrim and his cult continue their search for the words of power.
That's not good. I didn't know she was winning against us. She must be terribly outnumbered.
At least there is one here they will not have. My loyal network of scouts will spirit the word away to Castle Neverwinter for safekeeping until Lord Nashor's scribes can discover its use.
I hope it gets there.
On behalf of the city of Neverwinter and Lord Nashor himself, please accept this reward of 2,500 gold pieces as a token of our gratitude.
Recovering the words of power isn't easy, Aaron. Supplies and equipment don't come cheap.
I think I take the real meaning behind your words. The Lord's Alliance has given me an emergency fund to be spent in the defense of Neverwinter. I suppose I could spare another 750 gold pieces from the Lord's Alliance treasury to see that you are properly equipped for this mission.
That'll suffice.
If my sources are correct, there are still several more words of power yet to be found. I hope your success at locating the words continues.
I think you should know about a female lizard man I ran into. She said her name was Hadriline, and she seemed to want to help.
Normally, Neverwinter counts the lizard men amongst her enemies, but your news is not completely unexpected. I have received reports of a lizard creature and her followers doing battle with Maugrim's cult.
Really? That doesn't mean she won't use me towards her own end, and possibly being worse than what Maugrim is going to do. But maybe sometimes I'm overly suspicious.
This must be that Hadriline you mentioned. I will need to consider this new information carefully. But this is not your concern. You must focus on finding the words.
And getting some sleep.
I wish you luck in your mission. Return to me once you have another of the words.
I wish I could bring all of them with me. I wish I could bed Sharwin, but wishes aren't, they don't all come true as soon as you make them. Okay, well, in my journal, all I have is to kill Gazud and the words of power. So, we have Fort Ilkard and to the Moonwood to the west. I'm not sure where to go, but one of those two places, or both of them, will have a word of power associated with it, I'm sure. Let's get some rest, and then we can head maybe west to the Moonwood, Fort Ilkard afterwards.